All right, we are live. Hello. We're here. All right, let's get PowerWash Simulator started. I realized that I had not posted on the Discord when I went live, both yesterday and the day before. Today's Friday, right? Today's Friday, right? Let me just get in game before I do anything. The days just go by very quickly. And if today is, yep, today is Friday, so I need to look at my D&D notes because I got D&D in the morning, or rather the afternoon. Okay. But no, I've got D&D in the morning, so I gotta make sure... I should just say yes tomorrow, not yesterday. I have D&D tomorrow. So, I gotta read up on my notes tonight, and I gotta read up on my notes tomorrow. I gotta get in Roll20 and check things there. I've also begun work on replacing the weapons for Beyond Skyrim Bruma. And strangely enough, 90% of the weapons in Beyond Skyrim Bruma are, like, totally fine. Sure, you could say they're more of a realistic fantasy design versus something that's historically accurate, but that seems okay for me. I think I'll accept realistic / believable fantasy weapons. That seems fairly plausible for most of the weapons. I did replace some. Some were just either ugly or not realistic at all. Although I tend to equate... to me, they're the same thing. In fact, I gotta turn this thing around. I had my brain on opposite. Come on. Come on, scroll wheel. Cooperate. Cooperate, please. Thank you. I might have to turn this... I might have to turn this mouse in with the warranty. Because the scroll wheel is just impossible to deal with. I gotta pull it back so I can get in the... Get on the other side of this. And then I'll need to get under it. Pick up some speed. That's why you don't buy Logitech? See, I can trust Logitech. Because I've had good products from them before. Like, plenty of times. Just the one mouse that I bought from Walmart that's Logitech is just... the scroll wheel is bad. And like I know a few people who have this either this kind of mouse or another mouse from Logitech in their G502 series, in their G500 series, I should say, their gaming series. So and they tell me like, yeah, it's not supposed to do that. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see if I can get the warranty on it and get a different one. But how you doing today, Sweet Juicy? Hope you're doing well today. Because when you see the nozzle changing there, I'm not actually doing that. Because I'm picking up my mouse and setting it down very gently. And the scroll wheel is scrolling when I do that, even though I'm not touching it. Which, in this game, when you use the scroll wheel, it's a quick nozzle change. So it gets very frustrating to try and play video games like that. You're doing fine? That's good. I'm just gonna relax and play this level. Again, the limit for PowerWash Simulator for today is 2 hours. So if I don't beat this level in 2 hours, then we'll switch to Skyrim at that point. Gonna lurk and play Gold Rush the game. Ooh. Well, I hope you have fun. Enjoy the lurk. We will be here. Welcome in, Kitty. How you doing, friend? Okay, I think we need to go down a level or two. Melting? Oh no. Too hot? Too hot in Twitch? Too hot for Twitch. Too hot in Bulgaria? It shouldn't be it's the usual 23, 24C in your room. Oh, speaking of, my brain forgot because I got excited to stream today. But it's freezing cold in my apartment. I was gonna grab some blankets. Okay, I think we can maybe move this over a little. Also, it's a good thing I came down onto this spot so that I can do this. Oh, camera, please. Okay. You're good, though. That's good. Just a little toasty is all. I'm glad I didn't have a tea. Because while I enjoyed the fact that I wasn't exhausted yesterday, especially after the stream, I was definitely very, like, very active after my tea yesterday. And I think even though I woke up pretty tired and I'm feeling a little lethargic right now, I'm not super exhausted. Like, I feel a little more rested. And I also don't feel like I need a caffeine yet. So, hope I don't have to, because I want to stay mentally engaged, but relaxed enough that I'm not yammering on about nonsense that doesn't need to be yammered on about. Talked about Andrew Tate propaganda. Oh, here we go. Had your first English class this semester, and as always, it was very fun. We talked about Andrew Tate, propaganda, BLM, and social issues. I see. All very important topics. Well, depending on who you ask. Some of those are. Okay, what part did I miss? Come on, let me up. Mostly it's scary how good it is. AI too, there's talks about AI. Yeah, like... I'm more worried that it's gonna get out of hand before the law, as in US law, because I don't expect every country to have the same law. I'm worried that it will be going way faster than any tech we know that is already pretty fast. It's going to go way faster than the law can catch up with. Which, granted, that happens all the time. Tech is always faster than the US law. Mostly because our government doesn't actually do anything. Spoiler alert, most governments are lazy and don't actually do anything to benefit their constituents. Not gonna get into the topic, but I'm gonna have a pretty not hot take. I would hope that's not a hot take. Anyways. I definitely think there's going to be problems with AI that the law will not be able to catch up with in time. I don't think it's going to be like apocalypse level, but we could see things like people's likenesses being used against them for slander when it's, you know, an AI or a deepfake, which I would almost argue that's what we're getting now. Obviously on the deepfake end of it, we are. But, like someone's gonna have to make a ruling in a court case to say, yeah, that shouldn't be allowed. And I don't want all AI things to go away. Like, AI, as far as what it's being used for in popular culture in this moment in time. Because obviously they can't just ban AI, because video games obviously have been using AI forever. But I'm talking about, like, what we're specifically talking about, that kind of AI. But, like, yeah. It definitely is scary how good it is. I think Elon did warn us that about AI getting out of control at some point. Hate him or love him, he was probably right. On one of the few occasions, I think he was right about that. Which also, like, that's a pretty, like, common sense take to have. However, one could argue that he doesn't have common sense. And in some cases, I would agree. Give it a bit more time and it's probably going to be impossible to tell apart, say, Tucker Carlson from AI Tucker. All it's going to take is somebody making an AI that sounds nearly identical to someone saying something that incriminates that person. And then even if that person is completely innocent, as in, duh, it was just an AI, like, voice recording, social online communities will have already made up their mind, or they're so afraid that they'll be called out for being, you know, harsh, that they don't want to change their mind, because then they are a target for criticism. And nobody wants that online. Nobody can handle criticism online. Or have to, you know, face up to their responsibilities and realizes that actions have consequences. The throngs of teenagers on Twitter are never going to understand the consequences of their actions. So they just willingly accept that, well, I instead of having to face the reality of it, I'm just going to continue to deny it. That's another rant about a subject we don't need to get into. Why am I continuing to entertain these thoughts and vocalize them when I don't want to talk about it? It can already happen with voice AI and deepfakes. Uh-huh. It definitely can. All it takes is for, like, I don't know, a popular internet celebrity to have someone make an AI voice and deepfake of them for them to, like, oh, they're bad. And it's like, I don't know, it's kind of just feels like bullshit. And then everyone would have made up their mind already, a matter of if they're innocent or not. Everyone's made up their mind already. Welcome in, Pierce Leviathan. Hello. Like, I'm all for calling people out for their bullshit. And that's one of the good things about Twitter, is the people who do deserve to be called out for bullshit actually do get called out. But it's also, you know, Twitter mentality of, you know, there's a president's plays X game videos getting pushed by the YouTube algorithm now. It's scary how real they sound sometimes. The Biden one is really good. Like, the Biden AI voice is... It's, like you said, it's scary how good it is. I think I need up here for, to get up on that part. Yep, I sure do. Let's bring this over. Like, I don't think we're gonna get a Skynet level of situation, but it's gonna fuck up some people's some people's lives. Okay, gotta go down a level, I think. I mean, there was the situation last year, I think, where people, all it was a fake email or fake messages of Vinny Vinesauce supposedly trying to groom both audience members and like to solicit nude photos and like to solicit nude photos from underage audience members. And since it was so obviously fake, people were like, yeah, that's obviously fake. But some people were like, wow, I can't believe Vinny did that. It's like, how do you even believe this? And at that time, I think there was multiple things that caused Vinny to take a huge break, but that was just like the shitty icing on top. So he like took a really big hiatus for like almost 6 months or so. And even then, when he quote unquote came back, it was just pre-recorded live streams. You know, he would say it's pre-recorded. You know, it's like, hey guys, this is pre-recorded, but he would just do that. And I think what people fail to realize with online anonymity, that is a hard word to say quickly. With online anonymity, that is hard to say. People often forget that there is another human being, an actual human being on the other side who also has feelings. Anonymity, yes. And like that's another aspect of streaming that I think people don't realize is actually hard. Which, granted, I really don't deal with any chatters who are specifically rude or mean. Like, no one really comes in here being a piece of shit. And the people who have in the past, they've already been banned many years ago. So I don't particularly have that experience of chat members being shitty to me, but a lot of streamers do. A lot of streamers deal with that. I thought I was talking to a chicken nugget. No, you're talking to a cat who plays video games. But like, people forget that, hey, streamers are people too, and have feelings and emotions and hopes and dreams, and if chat is just being brutal to them the entire time, like, it actually, you know, has an effect. It's a lot of the reasons that causes content creation to have one of the higher groups of people needing mental either therapy or mental health, you know, assistance and treatment / you know, tons of burnout. Now with me, I've already had I had the mental health problems before streaming. Just streaming. I want to joke, but it's not true. Because streaming really does help. Streaming helps get me through the day. I also don't stream every day, so... because it can be a bit much at times. But yeah, with online anonymity, people often forget that another human being is on the other side that also has feelings. Pierce Leviathan, you're completely fine. you have nothing to worry about. Like I said, 99.99% of people who stop here, actually, I'll say it, 100% of people who stop here are totally fine. Nobody here causes any problems for me. And like I said, the people who did have been banned for years. Banned for years in this chat room. Like, so anyone who's here currently either lurking or chatting, you guys are fine. I was just getting the very interior of the entrance done. Then I can kind of focus on the regular aspect of it. In fact, I think we're done with the exterior. No one here has ever caused me mental distress. It's just something I see a lot, especially on bigger channels. Like with Vinny Vinesauce and Jabroni Mike and all that. People sometimes get really shitty. And thankfully, I've never had to deal with that. And in many times, I feel like I'm held back by the platform and I'm never actually allowed to grow. And sometimes I'm glad I'm a small streamer, because then I don't have to deal with that. Okay, I think we're in the interior now. Let me just make sure this is done. That's done. We'll get the other one here. And then I'll go to the second floor, which is accessible from the roof. The only time I've ever had mental distress from streaming is usually because of my own paranoia / mental health problems I just had beforehand. So I gotta do it this way. That's a good way to put it, because usually when a well-known content creator quality of content drops off, they won't hear the end of it. Yeah, oh, you fell off. You changed, man. Or even the very simple thing of a streamer streaming one game, or at least mostly one game, and then they get burnt out on that game, and then they play something else. And then what happens is the majority of their audience is gone. Something as simple as that. Which isn't specifically people being assholes, it's just people being fickle and leaving. But specifically that can also, like, really put a downer on the content creator. It's like they want to do something besides just that same game over and over and over again. And then as soon as they do, nobody else watches. You've seen that? Yeah, I see it a lot. Like, there's so many streamers that I've seen quit who've reached partner. There's plenty of streamers I've seen quit who already reached partner off of, let's say, a game like Skyrim, because there's one example I can think of with just Skyrim. And they are tired of streaming Skyrim, and then whenever they're not streaming Skyrim and streaming something else, everyone's like, when's Skyrim coming back? And they just, like, wanted to do something else. Although that can also, you know, be blamed on the platform for, you know, being a top-down centered website where If you're at the top, you enjoy the success. If you're at the bottom, you get nothing. Good day, sir. Where Twitch very much has a trickle-down economics way of handling the hierarchy, I guess you could say. People like Poe are really lucky they can stream whatever they want and get by fine. See, that's the other issue of no one can really do variety streaming and be successful at it except the people that have been on the platform for like not decades, but like almost a decade. Like 8, 9, 7, 10 years usually, maybe more. And certainly whenever I've tried variety streaming, I've never really grown from it. And I think really the best way for myself to get any viewers is to like raid another streamer that I, join the community of, become a very well-respected member of the community over several months, and then people will eventually stop by from that community. I mean, look at Kitty. I think I met them from the Airby stream. And that wasn't the reason I joined the community. The reason I joined the community is because the community is fucking awesome. I love the Airby's community. It's fucking amazing. And it's part of the overall greater Skyrim community on Twitch, which, in my experience, has been very, very welcoming. Which is another reason I keep streaming Skyrim these days. Because the community is fucking awesome. No, please don't look at me. I'm Uggo. Like, I don't ever join a community with the purpose of, quote-unquote, stealing their views. That's just kind of how it happens. And I think that's the way it should happen. Like, if you're joining a community and people join, it should only happen because you're a well-respected member of the community by being respectful and active and, a cut above the rest. Not saying I am, I'm just saying that's how you do it. So, like, when streamers say don't network, that's not what they're talking about. They're saying, like, don't just join a community because you want to get viewers. Join a community because you want to join the community and be an active member of it. Another reason why I don't have a self-promotion section on my own Discord, and why I also very rarely use the self-promotion section in other Discords. Because so many times I see a self-promotion Discord being used by people that aren't really active in the community. And guess what? I've been there before. I've made that mistake of joining a Discord and then not really being active, and then, oh, they have a self-promotion section, and then posting every single time I do something that would be considered part of my brand. And then, like, nobody stops by because I'm not interacting with the community. Even some people going so far as to say, hey, you need to stop self-promoting, because the reason was, I think, because, like, they already put me on, like, an automated thing, and then I didn't need to post twice. So, like, ever since then, I've just been not self-promoting on Discords, because it's just the worst way to interact with the community. And the other reason I don't have a self-promotion section on my Discord is because I used to. And then people who never interacted with me on stream, in the Discord, in other streams, would join for one stream, get the link to the Discord, and then not spam, but like constantly use the self-promotion section on the Discord. So, speaking of not being active, hello, Mr. Necro. You're active enough. You're active when you can be. I don't mind if people lurk, or if they're just not here. That's fine. People have lives. But yeah, this is talking about the networking thing that streamers say that you should both do and not do. But it's also clickbait titles like or thumbnails for their YouTube video where it's like, don't do this. Top 5 streamer tips. Don't network. But what they're saying is not to not network. What they're saying is don't be a shithead. If you're gonna network, actually join the community. And subconsciously I do that when I join a community. Like, when I join a community, my first active thought is, okay, what's going on here? Let's check out the Discord, see what's going on. And if things generally don't interest me, I also have that mental check of, okay, let's not use any promotional thing on their Discord, and let's not promote ourselves at all. Especially since that's usually part of the rules anyways. But because the Arabies community is amazing, and their Discord community I'm very active in, I will occasionally post a thing for promoting my brand in their self-promotion section. Otherwise, I just generally don't do it. Not specifically not do it on the Arabies community, just generally I don't do it on Discord, period. Even so much as, although this is because I forgot, even so much as forgetting to post in my own Discord when I go live. Did that the last 2 days, just forgot to post. How you doing, Mr. Necro? I hope you're doing well. We're having such amazing conversations that are changing subjects very quickly, apparently. First we got talking about AI, and then we got talking about other stuff. And speaking of AI, I wanted to make a point earlier. Not all AI is bad, or can be used for bad. Like, take, for instance, all the Dagoth memes. Sure, they're funny, but think what can be done with modding for various Elder Scrolls games with the 11 Labs AI. Fortunately, I'm very ill with either very bad cold or COVID version 12. Seems you, Boyd, and Gesser have all got the same thing. You can't ever catch a break, can you? It's like... hopefully it's just a really bad cold. Or like a really light, hopefully, flu. Hopefully a really light flu. But if it's COVID again, it's like, oh man, you just can't get away from it. I suppose it would help if people actually, you know, had proper precautions instead of just, whatever, we'll just not wear a mask. And then they infect a whole bus or train or whatever. Dagothor will take over the world. Oh, thank you, mouse. It could have also been the game just stuttering and then the camera took over. Because that's happened in this game before. Usually after an update. And the update wasn't that recent, but it was this month. Trying not to constantly press the button, but fingers, you know. How do they work? So, like, when it comes to, like, the Dagoth memes, that just proves that 11 Labs AI is much better than XVA Synth. And I will say that the 11 Labs AI is much higher quality than the XVA Synth, Just that most people who used XVA synth for their mods didn't actually use it properly. Because guess what? You can change the pitch and the tone and the speed at which people say things. You can actually type it somewhat phonetically, so even if the literal way it's written is not how it's said, you can still type it in a way that it's said properly. Just nobody ever did. I was the only person who ever did, apparently. I was the only person who ever used XVA synth properly. And even then, after like carefully editing the voices, it still didn't sound acceptable. It sounded better than what most people did, but it still doesn't sound nearly as good as, say, the 11 Labs AI voices. So, having said that, if I ever get back to writing scripted videos for Medieval Skyrim, I could see myself paying for a license for 11 Labs AI. Because apparently the free option's not available. Like, they literally have the free option on their page, but to like join the free plan, it's grayed out. I can't imagine why. Couldn't possibly be because everyone's getting a free copy to make Dagoth Ur memes. But no, if I ever get back to making scripted Medieval Skyrim videos again, I will use the 11 Labs AI, one of the more premium plans. Okay. But again, if I'm gonna work on YouTube videos as a career, or hobby, I should say, then why would I stream on Twitch? Because on Twitch, I can still upload the VODs to YouTube, and that's still something, but if I'm gonna dedicate hours upon hours over the course of a few weeks to work on a YouTube video, why in the hell would I stream? Why in the hell would I stream either every day or, 3 days a week? So pretty much, if I ever just got bored of streaming and just didn't do it, I could see myself then working on Medieval Skyrim again, those scripted videos, where it has like episodes and seasons and all that. And I could see myself paying for 11 Labs AI to do that. But currently I just don't have the time. Because unlike a lot of content creators who, work really hard for their success, I actually want to have a life outside of content creation. Which is also probably another reason I'm not successful at it. It's like, I want to be able to play D&D with my friends. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to go to streams and watch them and hang out in the chat room. I want to actually have time to bathe and sleep and eat and do dishes and clean my apartment. Like, I want to have time to just relax and have a good time. I don't want to dedicate 210% of everything else to content creation. So I suppose that just means I have small streamer syndrome and I'm complaining for nothing. But, I do want to have a life outside of it. And so many streamers, they earn their success, but, they stop talking to family, they lose some friends, and all that. They lose their loved ones because they aren't paying attention to them, so they leave. I choose to have a life outside of content creation, so I guess I just won't ever succeed. That and D&D is too much fun. speaking of, as I mentioned earlier, I have D&D tomorrow with an online crew. So, I get to look forward to running that. That's going to be a lot of fun. It usually is. I don't think I've ever had a bad session with my online crew. The one that I'm going to be running for, that is. And the sessions I had with previous online groups weren't bad because of the group. It was just I had DM burnout. So it's like, yeah, I get that. There's no having fun when I have DM burnout. And that's another thing I made abundantly clear with my online group that I'm currently doing a campaign for is it could end at any point because of DM burnout. And I'm surprised I haven't been burnt out yet. I think part of it was that previous online group I got burnt out on. Like, they were meeting, like, every 2 weeks, or sometimes every week, and I was like, I don't have the time for this. Like, I had to constantly be working on the campaign, which just caused so much burnout so fast. And that's another thing that's the DM burnout I do have is, I don't want to work on homebrew anymore. I just want to pick a system, grab some books, and just use them. Very much, my finger is just tapping the button, like, compulsively, without me actually wanting to. I gotta, like, lift my fingers off the mouse. Because my fingers just keep going downwards. Okay, that's a little too far away. Who knows? Maybe I'll get the temple done today. We are at we're very close to the 1 hour mark. So if I can complete, well, actually, we might not be able to get this done. We shall see. 7:45, time flies when you're very passionately writing suggestions to a bunch of French game dev nerds. Nice. Well, I suppose you're going to have to eat at some point. Unless you have already. You have not. Oh no, well, get to eating then. You gotta make sure you stay full. Or not stay full, but, you know, like, you're well fed. Plenty of times I get, oh, okay then. I get a laser focus on something, and then it's just like, oh right, 10 hours have passed and I haven't eaten. Oops. As a fat CJ would say, I'ma eat you, fool. Alright, enjoy the lurk, enjoy the din-dins. We will be here. Okay. Just try not to fall down the hole. Oh, come on, game. That's done. Game is struggling. Despite taking almost no resources to play. It just wants to stutter on this map, I guess. Jesus. Wrist is getting tired. What is with the stutters on this map? For fuck's sake. Almost have to switch to the extra long extension. Wrist is getting very tired, holy shit. Ugh. Okay. Oh, gotta drink some water soon. Let me get this ceiling piece done. And then I'll drink some water. There we go. Okay. Oh. Just gotta clean the gallery floor. Okay. My voice is already getting strained, I can tell, and it's only been an hour in the, into the stream. So bear with me as I try to be a little bit more quiet. Not as in like speaking volume, but like how often I speak. Because I gotta save my voice for the Skyrim section. Skyrim segment. And my voice is already stressed, so... Okay. That's clean. And we'll do this. Maybe we'll do these first. The cat has arrived. It's the first words I've spoken in quite a while. Hi, Remy. What do you want there, kitty cat? Do you want to cuddle? Come here. Come here. He's in the way now. Hi, Remy. Do you want to cuddle? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Come on, little guy. Come on. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Hi, buddy. Come on, lay down. Lay down. That's a good boy. Come on. All the way down. There you go. You a happy kitty? That's some loud purring. You're a very good boy. Alright, let's get back to the power washing. It's a very happy kitty. Alright. Remy knocked over the microphone. Hi, buddy. Are you done cuddling? Hi, buddy. What do you want? Hi, what do you want? Hi, what do you want? Hi, Momo. What are you doing there, kitty cat? Hi. What are you doing? Are you gonna sit on my hand or something? What you doing? Hey, what are you doing there, kitty cat? Hey, get out of there. 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 What are you doing? You being a butt? You behave now. Hey, I'm gonna get that butt if you don't behave. I said get out of there. It's enough. You can behave. Come on, lay down. Get out of there. What are you doing? It's at the 2-hour mark, but we're almost done. So we're gonna finish this even if it goes up by another half hour. So there's literally only 3 things left to clean. Oh, gotta drink water again. I'll get to that as soon as I'm done with this segment. Oh, I'll take the stretch as well. Okay, first water. And then the stretch. I'm going to stretch my hand out too. Doing this wrist movement with this nozzle on the power washer is making... You know, surprisingly, I'm just using the computer mouse to do it, not actually using a real power washer, but it's giving my right wrist a workout. Okay. No, you leave that alone, young man, or I'm gonna get you. Hi. What you doing? Hi. Hi, you want to kiss? What are you doing? Do you just want attention now that you're done being a butt? Now you want attention? Yeah. You liking these chin scratches? Oh, sneeze. Yeah, I can get done with this level sooner if you just let me play. Yeah. We done patting your chin? Okay, now you're just gonna hang out. I got it. Okay, now we gotta find where the last little bit of dirt is. Do I need to take the soap to the floor? Aha. There we go. Okay, just one more thing, and I think it's at the very top. Oh, I see. I had to unlock it. Uh... Surface to air missile locking on. I gotta clean the top of it. Apparently not, because I can see that it's cooking down very quickly. There we go. I thought I beat this map, but apparently I didn't. Oh look, it's the flying saucer. Look, it's the battle for the skies above America, circa 2023. Colorized. Anyways. Topical humor!
Hilarious.
Okay. We have to have the time lapse. Dude, this is a long map. That usually the time lapses don't take that long. Oh man. Okay, what's the next map? What is the... Oh! That was it. Hold on, there's music. And it's giving me a time lapse of every stage. Aww. The video game has been complete. Well, this was a lovely video game. There's still more for me to do, but we did it. We beat the game. We beat career mode. And apparently, like, I'm some sort of lost ancient civilization, heroic prophecy protagonist who is just a regular power washing dude. Yes, there was the penny farthing. That was kind of an interesting one. I liked the fire truck. That one was fun. I don't remember this one, but I do remember cleaning several cars. That could have just been when I was blanking out while watching streams. We're gonna watch the credits. This was a lovely video game. I think it's only right that we show the credits. I'm talking over the music, but it's whatever. This was a bitch of a stage. Every little nook and cranny just didn't want to get clean, and there was a lot of them. The temple was long. This is the subway station bathroom. Yes, we cleaned a public bathroom. Oh, this one was both not fun and fun at the same time. This one was pretty okay. Yeah, there's a laser cannon on it. Don't worry about that. This one was pretty fun. Oh, this one was a great one. It's the monster truck cat truck. This one, it's kind of it's all right. This one was a bitch. You can see it. You can see the reset because of the upgrade, the update that came after I had completed, or after I got through that section of it. And then here's the statue, the plane. This one was fun. This one is pretty iconic. I liked this one. This was a good one. This one was also good. This is a good map. And there we go. Cutscene? Next up, watch lose PC get crippled as he cuts down every single grass particle in Lawn Mowing Simulator. That was very lovely. That was a nice video game. All right, let's see what else there is. So we have bonus jobs. Free play we're probably not going to worry about unless we're doing co-op. But there's bonus jobs. We'll see what there is. There's clean the gnome fountain, clean the mini golf course, and clean the steam locomotive. We have to do these, but that's what we're going to get to next week. We're already 20 minutes over. And it was well worth it.